over at a gas station, hoping whoever it was would pass. But when he turned into the parking lot and looked back, the highway was empty. No car. He let out a shaky laugh, thinking maybe he'd imagined it. He got out to stretch and buy a drink. Inside, the clerk gave him a strange look and said, "Rough night, huh?" Eric nodded, explaining about the car that had been following him. The clerk frowned and said, "What car? You're the first one I've seen come down that road in hours. Power's been out for miles." Confused, Eric walked back outside. The night was silent, the wind eerily still. As he reached for his door handle, his headlights flicked on by themselves. Then his radio came alive with static, followed by a whisper. "Don't look back." His blood went cold. Slowly, against every instinct, he turned around. There, at the edge of the parking lot, stood a man, or at least something shaped like one. His body was twisted, limbs too long, his head tilted at an impossible angle. He stood perfectly still under the flickering light. Eric jumped into his car, locked the doors, and tore out of there, tires screeching. But even as he drove, he could see the figure in the rearview mirror, standing in the middle of the road, watching. He didn't stop driving until sunrise, and when he finally arrived home, he noticed deep scratches along the back of his car as if someone had been hanging on to it the entire way. And the final story, the one that still haunts me, comes from a highway maintenance worker named Dale. He worked in upstate New York, patching potholes and cleaning debris off long, desolate stretches of road. One autumn night around 2 a.m., he was called to respond to a report of a fallen tree blocking part of Highway 51. When he arrived, he saw the tree lying across both lanes. He parked his truck, turned on his hazard lights, and started clearing the branches with his chainsaw. The fog was thick, rolling in waves across the asphalt. After about 10 minutes, he noticed movement out of the corner of his eye. A person standing just beyond the tree line. At first, he thought it was a stranded driver. He called out, "Hey! You all right?" No response. He turned off the chainsaw to listen, and that's when he heard it, the faint sound of whispering. It was coming from all around him, like dozens of voices speaking at once but too quiet to understand. He called out again, his voice shaking, "Who's there?" The whispers stopped instantly. Then, from the fog, a single voice answered, "You shouldn't be here." Dale stumbled backward, dropping the chainsaw. The fog grew denser, wrapping around him like smoke. Through it, he saw figures, shadowy shapes moving toward him, slow and deliberate. Their outlines flickered like static, here one moment, gone the next. He ran back to his truck, jumped inside, and locked